Nice. Okay. Hello, this is me, and stuff. Oh, it is too late to be recording a video, but you know what? This is what I live for. This shit right here, this is the angle. When the shelving units are in, this is where you're doing videos, bud. Shitty shit shit, shit 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 shit. Shit 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 shit, shit 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 shit. It's cold, which means it's time for me to talk about the jingle time. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've sat here and chatted shit. I'm probably gonna stand exactly here. This one's gonna be fun. It is far too warm to be green screening in this outfit, but we're doing it anyway. I don't think I'm gonna get much of this done today, but we can at least begin the live action for episode 100. Let's fucking do this. Nailed it. Ah! Oh, I broke it. Wow. Wow. That's almost impressive. It's new. It's a new place with new shit. It is 7 a.m. Really happy I didn't like that take because it wasn't fucking recording. Okay. Great. I think I've came up with the stupidest possible way I could make my hair look right now. You ready for this? Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves for this. Isn't it great? So, this is weird. Me! I have returned to record more bullshit. God, it feels like so fucking long since I've sat here. Shut up, bitch. Hi! This is the second recording session of today, because fuck sleeping, and fuck my neighbors, apparently. Sorry, guys. This is the final thing I have to do tonight, because fuck doing the green screen right now. It is 1:15 tomorrow. Beep bop boop. Beep bop. Beep bop beep bop boop. Okay, yeah, this looks sick, actually. This looks dope. Today, March 30th, 2025, is the 5th anniversary of my time uploading videos as Rog. And you know what? A lot has changed in that time. But today, I want to focus on the journey and what it has meant to me. I don't know how openly I've spoken about this before, but I have had the ideas for the Rog channel since probably 2018. I've always been making stuff on YouTube. I first uploaded my first ever YouTube video when I was 9. Back in 2012. It was on my stepsister's account, and it was bad, because of course it was. It was just a little Mario plush video on a laptop's built-in webcam. And I was just messing around, really. Then I got my own YouTube account, my own YouTube channel, started making the exact same type of stuff for a good few years. Tried my hand at Let's Plays, lots more plush videos. Wow, really nothing has changed, has it? And then eventually I started making Minecraft videos. And they were also bad. I followed this trend with the way I was creating. When I was doing plush videos, I was becoming a copy of a channel called Big Yoshi Fan. When I was doing Let's Plays, I was trying to be Chugga Conroy or Nintendo Capri Sun. Then I started doing Minecraft videos where I wanted to be Sky Does Minecraft, Stampy Longnose. And then eventually I would move on to more general gameplay videos. I did Overwatch for a while. I did a couple of Smash Brothers videos. I had a series with my dad. And most of these were pretty heavily inspired by Vanoss Gaming. And you know, I would do stuff like vlogs and like IRL skits every now and then. But generally speaking, it was unscripted, unformatted content. Just here's some gameplay and me saying some words. There are sometimes friends here. Not much editing going on. It was just kind of there. And after doing this for so long, I eventually reached a point where I was not feeling fulfilled in the slightest. Particularly, I wasn't feeling creatively fulfilled. I've always been a really creative person. I've loved making things and telling stories, and I never felt like I got to do that as much as I would have liked to with my YouTube channels. So I started writing some game reviews, some comedic game reviews. The first one I ever wrote was for PokePark Wii. As we all know by now, one of my favourite games of all time. And I tried to make it. I recorded some footage from it. I actually probably still have it somewhere. But the video never came to fruition. I wrote and completed a Super Mario Odyssey video, and that was the only one that actually got beyond the writing process. Because after that, I wrote a video about Mario Sports Mix. Then I wrote one about New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, before the game had even released, because I could just tell it wasn't much different. But none of these made it out of the scripting phase, mostly because I didn't have the time, right? I was approaching GCSE season, which for my American viewers is basically like, what is that? I guess high school? Final exams of high school? I would have been 16, so you do the conversion on that one, I guess. So I didn't have the time to dedicate to these videos, but I also didn't have the self-belief. I didn't know if I was entertaining enough to do this, to have people watch and have people care, honestly. And even though I really, really wanted to keep making videos, I started making a Halloween video in 2019 and I ended up shelving that too. I just couldn't bring myself to fully commit. And then on March 20th, 2020, the UK went into lockdown. Suddenly, I was not at school, I was not spending time with friends or my girlfriend. I was alone. Or as alone as a 16-year-old boy who lived with his family could be. So, like, not really alone, but choosing to spend most of my time in my bedroom alone. And then, a couple of days after that, my GCSE exams were cancelled. Just completely cancelled. They were not going to happen. So within the span of 3 days, my life had completely changed. I went from somebody who was panicking about exams and really stressed that I wasn't going to do well enough and trying to sink every single moment that I had spare into revising for those exams, to someone who didn't have exams or school. I effectively finished school early and had a year-long break. So, the time was no longer against me. I had all of the time in the entire world. So I decided, fuck it. I dug out that old script for that New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe video, I tweaked it ever so slightly, and then I hit record. All I had was my laptop's shitty onboard mic, but I decided, what the hell? What's the worst that can happen here, right? And I made what we now know would become the first of many episodes of Rock. And once I had started, once that ball was rolling, it was impossible to stop. And I mean genuinely, actually impossible. There has not been a day that has gone by in the past 5 years that I have not thought about this channel, that I have not done something to work towards this channel. I almost immediately began dreaming of what it would be like to do this full time, what it would be like to be a YouTuber. And most importantly of all, I fell in love with the process. I kept making as many videos as I could because I loved it. And fast forward 5 years, and I'm still doing it, and I'm still loving it. This journey and this channel and these channels, because, you know, Rock's Rec Room, Rock Talk, they also have been a core part of that journey. These channels and these experiences have been genuinely the most meaningful things in the world to me. I have experienced a lot of hardships during these 5 years. Obviously, everyone went through the difficulties of the pandemic. We all know that. But I have lost family members, close family members in this time. I have gone through mental health struggles, the likes of which I could not have even imagined at the time. I have gone through difficulties in many different relationships with many different people that are very, very close to me. And, you know, I've had to reevaluate a lot. A lot about my life and the people who I choose to have in it. And one of the only constants through all of that has been these videos, this channel. There hasn't been a struggle that I've gone through that sitting down and making a video hasn't made easier. Doing this has gotten me through so many hard times. I'd be lying if I said it was just this, because I have an amazing partner and support system, and, you know, I have a lot of people to thank for that. And a lot of those people are the ones watching this. Making these videos has genuinely been life-changing for me. You can tell if you watch some of my earlier videos that I was not a confident person. I didn't really know who I was. And that's exactly why I fell into becoming a clone of another creator. I just repeated that cycle. But I've learned so much about myself over the past 5 years, and a lot of that has been because of making these videos. I've learned what I enjoy, what is important to me, what I find fun. And not only that, I have developed skills and confidence. I never was a confident person, and now, today, I am quite a confident person now. I can go about most things quite confidently, and I'm quite self-assured. I know who I am, and I know what I stand for. I know what is important to me and why. I used to have very, very low self-esteem. A lot of my humour was self-deprecating as a protection mechanism, right? If I made fun of myself, no one else could make fun of me. And now, I do have a lot of self-confidence. Sometimes bordering on too much self-confidence, if I'm going to be totally honest. But I know, again, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I'm fucking awesome, to be perfectly honest. And that's an okay thing to say. You should say that about yourself more often, because you are awesome, and I am awesome. This is a really roundabout way of saying this channel has had so many positive impacts on my life. And so the 5th anniversary, that 5-year milestone, it's more than just a number to me. It's more than just a date on the calendar. It marks the beginning of a journey to a better me. Not the best me, maybe, but a better me. A me that is self-assured and confident and has been through a lot of struggles, but came out the other side stronger than I ever could have been. So yes, today is about the videos, but it's also about so much more than that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for joining me for however long you've been here on this journey. Whichever point in the journey you joined, thank you for being here. I don't know what the future of Rock's Rec Room is looking like right now. Something we'll discuss on the Patreon at some point, I'm sure. But until next time, cheers to 5 years and hopefully 5 more. I don't drink alcohol, so this bottle of water will have to do.